Hello citizens and welcome back. It has been about 2 years since my last video on how organizations in Star Citizen work and what features are planned for them. So today I would like to revisit that topic in light of some of the new changes that were announced and features completed over the last year, and see if anything I talked about 2 years ago was completed. As always, if you like this video, sacrifice a like and a comment to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more if you aren't already. And here's a shout out to our amazing patrons for their support of the channel and the armory. Also, I'm working on getting channel memberships enabled, so keep an eye out for that in the next few days. So, in short, not much has happened since my last video on the topic. I was hoping we would see at least some new org-facing features. Basically, the only thing we got is the option to create private groups on Spectrum, which is something that I have never used in the year since it was introduced. And it's not really an org-facing feature because orgs have their own subsections of Spectrum. And as far as I know, most orgs are not using their sections of Spectrum in favor of other communication platforms like Discord or Guilded. And that's about it for that part of the video. I was really hoping to see some org features. At the very least, I thought we would get another update to the contact list, which would automatically add or remove your org mates to make creating a party a bit faster. Also, I feel like this feature would have been fairly easy to implement, which might actually be the reason CIG did not implement it. However, I will mention one more thing. It's not a feature, but I actually quite like the organization's spotlight promotion CIG ran some months back. I think it definitely helped with community engagement, and I hope that CIG will do it again. Now, I understand that over the last year we had many major changes that were not only more important than features for organizations, but some of them also might have been a prerequisite. I also think that persistent entity streaming, cargo refactor, and increased server capacity might be the stepping stones towards some of the org features we've been asking for. I actually think that the most important step was physicalized inventory, not because of how it works in-game, but also because it completely overhauled the back-end workings of item ownership. Now, of course, this is not perfect, as we've seen recently, but it's a step in the right direction. The cargo refactor will bring further changes to ownership tracking, and together I think this should make it possible to create shared org inventories to distribute equipment. Of course, such a system would be a pretty big feature, as it would require quite a few security features and UI updates. And this actually applies to pretty much every major org feature we would like to see, like org budgets and org fleets and other things present in other MMOs. And the truth is that we probably won't be getting any of these features anytime soon. There are simply too many items that have a higher priority, like server meshing and improvements to gameplay and professions in-game. So I guess we will have to wait a bit longer. Fortunately, CIG is introducing more events into the game that require teamwork. And this gives organizations opportunities to get together and have fun on top of activities they organize themselves. Now, do I think CIG is ignoring the needs of organizations in-game? No. There are simply higher priority items that need to be done first. Though I'm hoping to see some more org features before Pyro launches, as the larger play area will create more opportunities for org play. Now, there is one request that I would like to amend to my previous video on this topic. And I think this one would be fairly easy to implement, save for one major blocker. I would like to see orgs being able to select a basic set of equipment from commonly available armors and weapons and set that as their uniform. Then the members would be able to purchase this uniform from a dedicated kiosk in every landing zone. Now, the problem with this is that it would probably use some of the same functionality that's required for a kiosk that would let you buy lost subscriber items. Now, this is not complicated. There would be some work on the website to allow org leadership to select the uniform items, and then some back-end functionality to retrieve the information in-game. But that's still too much work for how relatively small the feature is. Also, it's possible that there is some kind of a blocker that we can't see, which might also be blocking the subscriber item kiosk. So, to re-answer my question from the original video, should you join an organization? Yes. Even though the game lacks some of the org features right now, I'm sure they will be implemented at some point. And also, most orgs manage very well without them. With that being said, that's it for tonight. What do you think? Do we need these features or can we wait a few more years? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, fly safe, and I will see you in the verse.